Did you ever stop to think about who actually makes the real money on Pawn Stars? You see Rick, Corey, and even the old man wheeling and dealing, haggling over historical artifacts and rare collectibles. But what if I told you the one laughing all the way to the bank, the unexpected millionaire of the gold and silver pawn shop, is none other than Chumlee? Yeah, that Chumlee. The lovable goofball, the butt of the jokes, the guy who sometimes seems a little lost. It sounds crazy, right? But trust me, the story of how Austin Russell, better known as Chumlee, became surprisingly wealthy is way more complex and fascinating than you might expect. Forget what you think you know, because we're about to dive deep into the untold story of Chumlee's journey, and you'll be shocked at what we uncover. Before the world knew him as Chumlee, the Pawn Stars icon, he was just Austin Russell, growing up in the dazzling, chaotic heart of Las Vegas. Born in '82, he was practically raised in the city's vibrant pulse. His dad spun records as a DJ, immersed in the city's nightlife, while his mom navigated the high-stakes world of casinos. Talk about a diverse upbringing. This environment wasn't just his backdrop, it was his training ground. Las Vegas is a city built on deals, on knowing how to haggle, to spot an opportunity, and young Austin was soaking it all in. But here's where the story really starts to take shape. His childhood friendship with Corey Harrison, Rick's son. This wasn't just a casual buddy thing. It was a connection that would literally pave his career path. Corey's dad and grandpa, Richard Old Man Harrison, had already established the gold and silver pawn shop back in '89. For Chumlee and Corey, this wasn't just a business, it was their playground. Imagine growing up around history, around incredible objects, the constant flow of people and stories. Even before the TV cameras arrived, Chumlee was learning the pawn game from the inside out. He wasn't just hanging around. For 5 solid years, he was putting in the work behind the counter. Think about it. Years before fame, he was learning the nitty-gritty, the real deal of appraising, negotiating, and understanding the value of, well, everything. From the mundane to the magnificent, Chumlee was getting a hands-on education in the pawn business, long before anyone knew his name beyond the shop walls. Now picture this. Reality TV is about to explode, and Pawn Stars is being pitched. Suddenly, there's a chance for the gold and silver pawn shop to go global. But here's the twist. Chumlee's place on the show, not guaranteed. Believe it or not, there were around 10 other employees vying for the spotlight. 10! Imagine the pressure. This wasn't just about being on TV. This was about opportunity, about changing your life. And Chumlee, despite his seemingly laid-back persona, was playing chess, not checkers. He had a secret weapon, and it wasn't some hidden talent for appraising ancient artifacts. It was his genuine, lifelong friendship with Corey. He understood the power of their dynamic, their natural camaraderie, the easy banter that had been years in the making. He knew if he could just be himself, that real connection with Corey, that playful back and forth, might just be what producers were looking for. And you know what? He was right. Chumlee decided to gamble on authenticity. He wasn't going to try to be some polished TV personality. He was just going to be Chumlee. No forced smiles, no fake enthusiasm, just genuine Chumlee being Chumlee. And it worked. Producers saw it. They recognized the magic in his dynamic with the Harrison family, that unique, almost familial chemistry that was impossible to fake. And just like that, Chumlee, the guy who wasn't even sure he'd make the cut, became a key ingredient in what would become a global phenomenon. Pawn Stars wasn't just a hit, it was a cultural sensation. And Chumlee, He was suddenly catapulted into a world he could barely have imagined, all because he decided to simply be himself in front of the cameras. That gamble, that decision to embrace his own personality, was the first step in his unexpected journey to becoming, yes, the richest of the Pawn Stars crew. That's the year everything changed. Pawn Stars hit the History Channel, and suddenly the gold and silver pawn shop wasn't just a local business in Vegas, it was a global destination. And Chumlee, he became a household name. His nickname, by the way, wasn't some TV branding invention. It came from a friend's dad who thought he looked like Chumlee the Walrus from Tennessee Tuxedo. Kinda random, right? But it stuck, and it fit. His easygoing, almost goofy personality was instantly relatable. Viewers loved him. But here's the thing, the show played up a certain image of Chumlee. He often became the target of playful ribbing, the one who was maybe not quite as knowledgeable as Rick or Corey or the old man. They'd tease him, sometimes even call him the village idiot. Ouch. But here's the crucial point. Chumlee wasn't fazed. He knew he was being underestimated. He was in on the joke, but he also knew he had more to offer than people realized. And then came the Pinball Wizards episode. Suddenly, Chumlee wasn't just the funny sidekick. He was an expert. He showcased an unexpected, almost encyclopedic knowledge of pinball machines, leaving Corey utterly bewildered and amused. It was a moment of pure, unscripted surprise, and it wasn't a fluke. Time and again, Chumlee would drop these little bombs of unexpected competence. He tackled a gas-powered toy car repair. He even identified a counterfeit pair of Air Jordans, proving his skills went way beyond just being the shop's lovable buffoon. Pawn Stars wasn't just about fame for Chumlee. It was a launch pad. It opened doors to a whole new world of opportunity, and he was ready to seize it. He wasn't just going to be a TV personality. He was going to be an entrepreneur. Fame changes things. And for Chumlee, it ignited an entrepreneurial fire. He wasn't just content being on TV. He saw the bigger picture. He understood the power of his image, his brand. So he started his own company. Think about it, novelty items, t-shirts, all branded with his now famous name and face. Smart move. He was directly tapping into the massive fan base Pawn Stars had created. And it wasn't just merchandise. He started doing personal appearances. Imagine meeting Chumlee in person. Fans ate it up. Demand exploded. And Rick Harrison, ever the shrewd businessman, saw the potential. In 2010, just a year after Pawn Stars premiered, Rick bought half of Chumlee's company for a cool $155,000. Let that sink in. This wasn't just a handout. It was a strategic partnership. It allowed the pawn shop to handle the booming demand for Chumlee's merchandise, streamline the operation, and maximize profits. It was a win-win. Chumlee went from behind-the-scenes pawn shop worker to reality TV star to business owner, and he was just getting started. He fully embraced his on-screen persona, doubling down on his popularity. He launched even more merchandise, and then, get this, he opened his own candy store, Chumlee's Candy on the Boulevard. Seriously? A candy store? It sounds almost too whimsical to be real, but it was brilliant. It was another way to connect with fans, to capitalize on his brand, and to diversify his income streams. In 2011, just 2 years after Pawn Stars debuted, he was already racking up awards, a BMI TV Music Award for his contributions to the show. He even got a Daytime Emmy nomination. His status wasn't just rising, it was rocketing. From the dusty shelves of a pawn shop to red carpet events, Chumlee's life had transformed in a way no one, perhaps not even himself, could have predicted. But amidst all this rising success, a personal tragedy was quietly shaping him in profound ways. Just 2 weeks before Pawn Stars premiered and his life exploded into fame and fortune, Chumlee faced a devastating personal blow. His father passed away after battling pancreatic cancer. Imagine the emotional whiplash, the thrill of a lifetime about to begin, overshadowed by immense grief. Among his father's possessions, Chumlee found a few handmade items crafted by his dad, who was a skilled woodsman. These weren't just objects. They were tangible pieces of his father's memory, imbued with a value far beyond any price tag. These heirlooms became incredibly precious to him, constant reminders of his father's legacy. They were, and still are, the one thing he says he would never pawn off, no matter what. Driven by his father's memory and also inspired by Corey's own weight loss journey, Chumlee decided to embark on a health transformation. He wasn't just doing it for the cameras. This was personal. He shed over 100 pounds through dedicated exercise and a strict diet, cutting out processed foods, embracing healthier choices. Everything in moderation became his new mantra, but maintaining such drastic lifestyle changes is a constant battle. By 2016, some of the weight crept back on, about 50 pounds. This fluctuating pattern of weight loss and gain continued, with his weight eventually peaking at 350 pounds in early 2019. Chumlee's struggles with weight resonated with many viewers, mirroring a very real and relatable battle. Finally, determined to make a lasting change, he opted for gastric sleeve surgery in October 2021. This procedure, designed to shrink the stomach dramatically, aids in rapid weight loss by significantly reducing hunger. Through hard work, commitment to a healthier lifestyle, and this medical intervention, Chumlee finally stabilized his weight around 190 pounds. His health journey wasn't just about physical transformation. It was a testament to his resilience, his determination to overcome challenges both personal and public. And Chumlee's ambitions were far from confined to just the pawn shop and his personal life. Chumlee's star power wasn't limited to the gold and silver pawn shop. He was building an empire, branching out into different corners of the entertainment world. Leveraging his Pawn Stars fame, he popped up as himself in shows like iCarly, showcasing his broader appeal beyond the porn world. He even explored his culinary side, appearing in Baking with Chumlee, revealing a hidden talent for, well, baking. And for car enthusiasts, he joined the crew on Counting Cars, indulging his passion for automobiles. He even landed a small role in a movie alongside Jack Black in the 2017 film The Polka King. Talk about diverse. This range of projects solidified his status as a recognizable figure, not just a reality TV personality, but a legitimate entertainer. But Chumlee wasn't one to just coast on his existing fame. He was always looking for the next opportunity, the next venture. He tapped into his love for music, enrolling in DJ school, honing his skills behind the turntables. His first public DJ appearance generated buzz, making headlines for a rather unusual rider request: Girl Scout cookies and hot chicks. Classic Chumlee, right? Always the opportunist, he even expressed interest in becoming a talent scout for aspiring musicians in Las Vegas, signaling his ambition to expand his influence within the music industry. He was constantly exploring, constantly pushing boundaries, always asking himself, what else can I do? What else am I capable of? He was determined to prove he was more than just a pawn star, more than just a TV personality, and his journey was just beginning. But as fame often does, it casts a harsh spotlight. and Chumlee's path was about to take a sharp, unexpected, and very public turn. March 2016. The year Chumlee's world took a dramatic and potentially devastating turn. A sexual assault allegation against him triggered a police raid on his Las Vegas home. Suddenly, the lovable, goofy Chumlee was facing serious accusations, and the details that emerged were shocking. Authorities uncovered a troubling scene inside his home: methamphetamine, marijuana, and an arsenal of weapons, including a dozen firearms. The image of the fun-loving porn star was shattered. Arrested and facing a staggering 19 drug charges and 1 weapons charge, Chumlee's reputation was instantly in freefall. The media frenzy was intense. News outlets splashed headlines about the raid, the disturbing discoveries, and the unsettling sexual assault investigation. The public was seeing a very different side of Chumlee, a dark contrast to his on-screen persona. Revelations emerged about a chum-chum room, complete with a stripper pole, hinting at a lifestyle far removed from his family-friendly TV image. Police reports even suggested possible drug dealing, given the quantities of substances found. The narrative had completely flipped. After posting $62,000 bail, Chumlee faced his day in court in May 2016. He struck a plea deal, pleading guilty to the felony weapons charge. In exchange, with the promise of completing 3 years of probation, the remaining charges would be reduced to misdemeanors. While sexual assault charges were never formally filed, the damage to Chumlee's public image was immense. Pawn Stars, a show built on family entertainment, was now directly associated with this dark scandal. Chumlee's once light-hearted presence on the show was now overshadowed by controversy. Yet, even amidst this turmoil, Chumlee displayed a surprising resilience. By navigating the legal system, accepting the plea deal, and taking steps to address the charges, he managed to minimize the long-term legal consequences. This period undoubtedly left a deep scar, but it wasn't the end of his story. Chumlee, despite the scandal, was determined to rebuild, to move forward, and to prove that his life, his legacy, was more than just this one dark chapter. And surprisingly, even after this major setback, his entrepreneurial spirit remained undimmed. Chumlee's story isn't just about pawn shops, scandals, and wealth accumulation. Beneath the surface, there's a genuine heart. He's known for his generosity and active support of charitable causes. Back in 2014, even before the major public scandal, he played a significant role in raising funds and awareness for autism research at the annual Anti-Up for Autism event. This side of Chumlee, his willingness to give back, often gets overshadowed by the more sensational aspects of his life story. And speaking of his ventures, his entrepreneurial ambitions were far from over with merchandise and candy. In a move that surprised many, he dove further into the world of sweets. In May 2017, Chumlee's Candy on the Boulevard officially opened its doors. Strategically located directly across from the iconic gold and silver pawn shop. Co-owned and operated with his brother Sage, it was a calculated move. Imagine the foot traffic. Fans visiting the pawn shop, hoping for a glimpse of their favorite Pawn Stars characters, could simply stroll across the street for a sugar rush. And if they were lucky, they might even find Chumlee himself behind the counter, ringing up their purchases. But even candy-coated success isn't without its challenges. When Chumlee set out to launch his online store and marketing campaign for the candy business, he hit a surprising roadblock: domain names. The ideal names, chumscandy.com and chumscandyontheblvd.com, were already taken. A cyber squatter, a certain Patrick Keys, had snapped them up, hoping to cash in when Chumlee inevitably came calling, ready to pay a hefty price. But Chumlee, ever resourceful, wasn't going to be held ransom. Instead of paying an exorbitant fee, he got creative. He could have come up with a completely new name, but that would mean losing brand recognition. It seems the candy entrepreneur in Chumlee wouldn't back down without a fight. The details of how he resolved this domain name dilemma remain somewhat shrouded in mystery, but the fact that Chumlee's Candy on the Boulevard exists online today suggests he found a way to outmaneuver the cyber squatter, securing his digital footprint and continuing to build his candy empire. And beyond candy and cameras, Chumlee's passions extend into even more unexpected realms. Beyond the pawn shop counter and candy aisles, Chumlee is a passionate collector. Trading cards are his thing, especially Pokémon sports cards and even niche collectibles like Cryptkins and UFC cards. This isn't just a casual hobby, it's a full-blown passion. He even runs a separate Instagram account dedicated to his collection, documenting his finds, sharing the thrill of opening new packs in search of rare treasures. He proudly boasts of owning an impressive and likely very valuable Charizard Rainbow card, a testament to his dedication and knowledge within the card-collecting world. His love for gaming also spills over into the virtual realm. Chumlee admits to being a pretty high-level player in the wildly popular mobile game Pokémon Go, showcasing his playful side and his ability to engage with popular culture beyond just his TV persona. But his gaming passion goes even deeper, tapping into nostalgia. Drawing inspiration from his 80s and 90s childhood, Chumlee spearheaded an independent project that was pure retro gaming gold, Chumlee's Adventure, The Quest for Pinky. An all-new cartridge-based game designed exclusively for the iconic Nintendo Entertainment System, the NES. Inspired by the classic Kung Fu game, Chumlee aimed to bring a touch of nostalgia and Pawn Stars flavor to the project. To fund development and production, he launched a Kickstarter campaign. And guess what? It was successful, further demonstrating his entrepreneurial spirit and his connection with his fan base. The game features a pixelated version of his beloved dog, Mr. Piffles, aka Pinky, as the star. But Chumlee's talents don't stop there. He's also a budding photographer, showcasing yet another facet of his creativity. His photography website, hosted on the Gold and Silver Pawn Shop platform, features a portfolio of his original works, available as prints. His portfolio includes striking shots like Desert Wasteland, capturing the haunting beauty of abandoned structures and all the lights, highlighting the vibrant energy of the Las Vegas skyline at night. The popularity of his photography is evident. Some of his pieces have sold out completely. Around this time, amidst all these diverse ventures, Chumlee's personal life was also taking center stage. Chumlee's life wasn't just about business. Romance was also blooming. He met Olivia Radaman in 2013. Olivia was a student at the University of Nevada, honing her skills in photography. Their relationship didn't start as a whirlwind romance. They cultivated a friendship first. By 2016, that friendship had deepened, blossoming into a romantic connection. In 2018, during a trip to Honolulu, Hawaii, Chumlee, ever the romantic, proposed. He presented Olivia with a stunning 1.5-carat diamond ring. Their engagement seemed to be built on shared dreams and ambitions. At their pre-wedding party, Olivia expressed her entrepreneurial aspirations, envisioning a future where she owned an eyelash studio or even a chain of them. Chumlee, supportive as ever, mentioned the possibility of combining their ventures side by side with his candy business. The couple married in a private ceremony in 2019 at the Royal Hawaiian Waikiki, the same place they got engaged. It seemed like Chumlee's life was aligning perfectly, a burgeoning business empire, a loving marriage to a woman with shared entrepreneurial spirit, everything pointing towards a fairy tale ending. But fairy tales, as we know, can sometimes take unexpected turns. By 2020, cracks started to appear. The couple stopped posting romantic snapshots on social media, a stark contrast to their earlier, frequent displays of affection. While they didn't unfollow each other, they deleted their photos together, a clear signal of possible trouble. Chumlee himself was also facing personal battles. Known for his ongoing struggles with weight, he had once lost a significant amount, only to regain it after marrying Olivia. His health saw dramatic highs and lows, culminating in a hospital visit in 2020 for a breathing-related issue. Moreover, his past legal troubles, the arrests for drug and firearm possession, continued to cast a shadow over his efforts to maintain stability. By 2023, while they still followed each other on social media, Olivia and Chumlee showed no signs of romantic reconciliation. Olivia had even been spotted posting images with other notable figures, hinting at new beginnings, a life moving forward, perhaps without Chumlee. Despite this apparent separation, a deep respect, a lingering care for each other seemed to remain, evidenced by occasional likes on each other's social media posts. The full story of their relationship, its highs and lows, and the reasons behind their apparent separation remain largely private. But it's clear that even amidst business success and public fame, personal relationships can face their own unique challenges. But even if his personal life was facing turbulence, Chumlee's financial savvy continued to impress. Chumlee's success story isn't just about candy and TV fame, it's also about smart financial moves. In 2019, he proved his real estate acumen by selling his extravagant Las Vegas home for a cool $1.375 million. This impressive sale came 7 years after he purchased the property for $1.1 million, showcasing his knack for profitable investments in the housing market. The sprawling 2-acre estate boasted a 6,000-square-foot house, a guest house, and a massive backyard perfect for entertaining, complete with a rock-lined pool. When he's not making real estate deals or indulging in the sweet temptations of his candy store, Chumlee likes to unleash his need for speed. A self-proclaimed car enthusiast, he boasts an impressive collection that speaks volumes about his financial success. This includes a luxurious Maserati, a symbol of both style and performance, and a regal Rolls-Royce Phantom, the very definition of automotive opulence. So, what does all of this add up to? Chumlee's success is reflected in his impressive net worth, estimated to be around $5 million. His starring role in Pawn Stars undoubtedly paved the way for his financial growth, making him one of the show's wealthiest cast members. But his diverse business ventures, from his clothing and accessories line catering to his dedicated fan base, to his strategically located and popular candy store on the Las Vegas Strip, have played a significant part as well. Chumlee has a knack for turning his passions into profit centers. While his net worth may not rival that of seasoned investors or tech titans, his accomplishments are still remarkable. Chumlee's journey is a testament to the power of hard work and the unwavering pursuit of one's dreams. Unlike many celebrities, his wealth wasn't inherited. He rose from humble beginnings as a pawn shop worker to a multifaceted media personality and successful entrepreneur. His success is self-made, proving that with ambition, determination, and a little bit of that Chumlee charm, anyone can achieve their financial goals, even while embracing a little fun and whimsy along the way. And that, in the end, is perhaps the most surprising and inspiring part of Chumlee's story. The unexpected millionaire who proved that being yourself, even if that self is a little goofy, can actually lead to incredible success.